with Mirage being MongolZ's pick, can they get off to a good start?
Well, MongolZ going to be waiting up on top of the wood here. They come out of Palace as they flood down into the A-bomb site. MongolZ not getting too much done at all as Techno takes him down, and a simplistic hit towards the A-bomb site for the Mongols, but it comes down to these CT fights, and Mercury has taken 2 headshots back to allow Tyloo into the pistol round again. Important headshot from Blitz to connect, but look at this. G getting through off the back of the bench. That's exactly what they needed from G. And a double kill closed by Attacker. And G will get nice and loud early on because he makes a maneuver that is god tier for Tyloo.
Usually that signals, you know, set execute maybe towards the B bomb side because it's closer range fights. Group towards B.
Yeah, second wave of utility in middle for the Mongols, allowing Blitz with the rifle to go up short solo, and the rest going to be attacking into the B-bomb site. Will Blitz catch a good timing on the short player? Yeah, it looks like it. MongolZ is going to be looking the wrong way. He actually seen a second player in the apartments as well, and it's worked out so well for the Mongols. It was a really cool round, actually, considering what they had.
And a similar opening from the Mongols this time around as well.
Oh, here comes the execute into B again. Jamyoung playing within the bomb side. MongolZ out short. Jamyoung's going to look up. No problem for his MP9 as the double kill comes in from him. And the UMP chiming in until taken down finally by 9-10. So Tyloo's defenses in the B bomb site this time hold on, not allowing Mongols to break through. And we've got a very back and forth start to the game. No, going to be coming through the underpass. He's not alone. He's backing Blitz up. He's one of the AK carriers. It's Tyloo dropping a bottom connector smoke. No one going to play with it. Blitz is hoping he can catch a player backtracking into the jungle. No one from Tyloo electing to do that right now. They're focused mainly on connector. Mercury's going to take up position here. If he goes a little further, he could see the head of Blitz, which is not going to move. He's just going to hold this crossfire with Jamyoung. And now Techno has been spotted upon the peak, and in fact, both kills come in. One for the Molly, the damage done to Techno finished off by the fire, and MongolZ removes Blitz as he peeks out of the window. So this force buy is not working out right now for the Mongols. An attacker playing underneath the wood. Mzinho realized this is a moment where he needs to strike, but it wouldn't be now. He's currently being watched by Mercury, so he's going to wait for his teammates to come back and try and split out onto the A bomb site from Palace and Ramp.
There's not a lot of time left, so they'll just have to pretty much run out Ramp, and there's 3 players here from Tyloo. I think should be able to clean this up fairly easily.
Yeah, there's a one quick kill from Mzinho. A rifle, though, off the top of the stairs. Remember, 10 seconds on the clock here for the Mongols, and that bomb has gone down, so there's no time to win this round unless a monumental mistake came through and allows 9-10 3 quick headshots, and in fact, they kill him before the time, so 9-10 will take that time. I would imagine we'll start to see that game plan shift up here for the Mongols. 3-player, oh my god, it's quick. Real fast, in fact. 9-10 up through connector. Blitz already is short, but he loses the fight, and it's dead. Straight from the get-go. Mongols have to hope that this 3-man push into the A bomb site works out, because they've lost that split potential. MongolZ has come in. He's already picked up 2 so far. You mentioned his individual performance in this competition. Looking to try and continue it, but gets caught by Flash just as he puts his head up on top of the stairs. So MongolZ down, Techno and Senzu pulling it right back. And we were looking at a 5v3 all of a sudden turn to a 3v2 favoring Mongols. This is a little disappointing for Tyloo. Let's see if Jamyoung and G, as those 2 rotating B players, can figure this round out in the retake. Got him Senior just waiting at the bottom of the stairway. Connector about to be closed off for G. Oh my god, Mzinho's missed the shot. And so G's come in with it, 13 seconds on that bomb timer. Jamyoung now moving forward, smokes up onto the bomb. They got to get on the defuse real quick if they want to win this now. And Jamyoung's on it, grenade goes in, but he whiffed it. No, Senzu, what has happened here? An absolute disaster for the Mongols. And G with a double on the AWP to close it. That is an absolute... Oh, nice shot. Straight up towards Mercury at the top of connector. It's going to be MongolZ finding the frag on Techno, no problem that. 4v4 off the back of the initial fights as Senzu follows up here for the Mongols, and MongolZ has to fall back behind that fire. Attacker playing under the wood. He's going to have a lot of Mongols players coming out his way. Senzu's continue to fry out here for the Mongols. It's now looking very good for the T's to close on this one as Attacker suddenly the only remaining member. And they find him under the woods. So the trade comes in. MongolZ, a worthy sacrifice, and the Mongols finally back to winning ways.
Mongols go for something more pacey towards the bomb sites. Yeah, their B is completely open. They opened 4 guys A/mid. Only now Jamyang is going back. See smokes come in for window, for connector. Techno is in underpass. Blitz is clearing top mid.
Yeah, 3 players. Palace, here they come. MongolZ's got a good timing through the start of the smoke. G, great shot. Can he find a second? Realizes as he peeks up, there's 2 players up there in different positions. He doesn't want to get caught on that, but unfortunately for G, the fire burns him away. Another retreat of the rest of the remaining members, rather, of Tyloo as they try and get over towards the B bomb site. Just hanging on to the weapons. They don't want to go for this one at all. So Mongols break through the A bomb site again. It's going to be a 3rd round for their T side.
Oh, if they lose this round, I don't know if they'll have enough money to buy going into the next. So, bit of a precarious position for Tyloo here.
Well, we got 9-10. Ready to take down MongolZ, who is around the corner. He's going to backtrack. Was about to backtrack into the AWP, but 9-10 has moved away. Now I've got Mercury waiting bottom of the stairway. Into the connector fight. Blitz with a hard clear. It's going to be a Mercury gone. Jamyang, good timing. Peeks out from jungle. It's only a single kill with Jamyang's rifle, and you would need an instant shot from Attacker, and he just couldn't connect it. So once again, Mongols find success as they start to really close this gap. Tyloo were off to a great start here on Mirage. But the Mongols have persevered and have now broken through. There's only 1 round separating them, and as you mentioned, Yanko, the fact that they invested a little bit too much here. Tyloo don't have a huge amount of cash going into the next round either, so it's gonna be okay, but it's not gonna be too pretty.
I was going to say, Blitz just realized everyone left. Everyone is very far away from the bomb. So how about I just stick around and
that would be one way to lose it.
Make sure there's no funny business here from G. There won't be. He has no kit. We'll find Blitz and it's like we'll be able to save this AWP. But yeah, for Mongol, success came as soon as they started playing a little bit more default, a little bit more slow.
Oh, Tyloo about to lose AWP, and yep, it's gone. Everything taken away in the final second. A nice shot from Blitz. Pushing up short, he's done that a couple of times throughout this half, and this time's a success against G.
And the one round that Tyloo won outside of the B defense and, the anti-ecos was when they were fighting mid in numbers, right? When MongolZ was in ladder room, Jamyang was close short, they had 2 players connector, and even Attacker as the A anchor, I think, was stairs. So feels like they will have to get back to that because Mongols seem pretty stubborn in just continuing to use mid in a significant way.
Back there in a while. They're going against the Jamyang MP9 again. MongolZ coming over to try and help him out.
He should have used this smoke. His teammates are making an information play, and here it comes. Whether it's too late, we'll have to see.
Well, flash comes in. It's Jamyang. Oh, they just walk right by him. Senzu goes down instead to the rifle. A dink from Jamyang, but both B defenders gone. Mercury's flank gets caught. 9-10 had enough resources in the B bomb site to comfortably watch the flank from behind, and now Attacker is not going to get close to winning this one. So Mongols 5-5. They've tied up the scoreline, and in what feels like a blink of an eye, it's been very fast in the Mongols coming back into this game.
Right.
MongolZ doesn't want to go any further than this little corner at short. Mongols given a lot of respect, a lot of space to play with to kick off these rounds. Blitz is walking down underpass. There's no challenge there. And Tyloo just kind of giving the entire middle of the map over to the Mongols.
Which is interesting considering Mongols were also willing a couple of times to go for contact plays, so if they were to do that here again, I think they would have been able to find success. So let's see now. Smoke Telcon, smoke window.
Oh no, both of these short players pull utility as the swings coming in. So MongolZ gets a double kill. Blitz on the headshot, trying to chase down that AWP player. And Tyloo's defenses are just getting carved out completely. MZ with his 3rd kill of the round kills both short players, then the B player. And then G's just left alone to try and save the AWP again. There's zero resistance from Tyloo's defense right now.
But you know what's interesting here? Like, I wouldn't blame Tyloo for this if, let's say, every time Mongols were using a lot of utility on mid. And too late to do that.
Also, the last round of this half, and you had such a strong start of your Mongols, or rather Tyloo, but it's all disappeared and a sour taste in your mouth unless you win this last round of the half, and a little bit more fight brought to them. Jam Young shutting them down in the apartments, and Tyloo decide they don't want to just sit back in that final round, and they get a round victory to tie the half. So 3 players on A, and 2 up in the apartments for the Mongols. Not going to be gathering a lot of information in the middle of the map. And that's all the space given to Tyloo. Well, that's not a great start for attacker. Taken out straight away. Tyloo come flooding into the A bomb site. Up the top of the stairs, there's no one coming in from any other angle, so it's all through the connector. The Mongols are completely ready for this. Their setup is designed to deal with the threat, and Zinho is killing everybody on the Julies. He's looking for the ace, and G isn't giving it to him. He's going back into the jungle, and everyone's got him trapped. G is dead in seconds, but Zinho wants all 5. He might just get that opportunity. G teasing. I like the patience and the discipline from him. You're 5-1 up and you're not rushing in to get the kill. I would be. That's for sure.
Yeah, of course you would. You're that age.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's younger than me by a significant amount. He's showing some great patience. In fact, you know, G, you could just do us all a solid here and die before the time, and Mzinho will get all 5 on the Chorporettas. Not even a little smile. No one, you know, not even a fist bump from anyone.
That's because he's been here before, Dinko. You know, it's just another...
Well, Tyloo only have 1 timeout left for all of regulation.
They better win this round then.
Yeah. Well, middle given to Tyloo. Mongols happy to sit back. And we'll see what Tyloo do with it.
You know, on the extremities, we see Mzinho with this shoulder peeking with the smoke out. Saving his utility as long as possible. Now throws the smoke. 9-10 has 1 remaining on the A bomb side. Might use it for connector, for blitz. As we see Tyloo starting to make their move.
Two players defending the B site. It's going to be Sensor getting caught on the reload, so Techno has everything to do. And 9-10 at least helping him out a little bit. G's going to be peeled away from that attack. But Techno can't get anything done, and this Mongols defense of the B bomb site has faltered significantly, and Blitz throws 1 last-ditch effort at it, and it is not going to pan out for him. So 9-10 and Mzinho still moving closer and closer to the site, but with Mzinho going down, there's no other option. Save that AWP. And Tyloo do win the round off the back of the timeout.
So, you know, let's see if maybe that was the main reason why they were able to find success. And I'm not saying he needs to have an MVP performance every tournament, but a higher consistent level for him would go a long way for the Mongols having deeper runs.
Oh, Blitz not able to get anything. Mzinho also cleared out for the back of triple, and it's a save call instantly from Mongols.
Yeah, and an early change of pace. Right, you can see that the call, the opening for the Mongols was to go 3B. They were maybe expecting another slower default, wanted to position 9-10 in B.
Attacker isn't walking into this. He's holding for a palace push. That's a 4-man stack on the A site. Perhaps anticipating the fact that Tyloo will have realized the 2 A players died, and so won't have the best weapons, won't have the most amount of utility if they were to play a standard setup.
And tell you, these rounds can be way more difficult for the T's and the in-game leader to figure out than just a full buy, right? Because you have a saved op, you know that, probably an M4, and you know there's going to be 2 pistol, but who's going to try and make a play? It's going to be the op, Is it going to be the pistols? They're then going to try to funnel you into the op. They're going to stack or not, right? Like, there's so many things to worry about, and doing a split is a good antidote to that, but it's all about executing it correctly.
Let's see if they do so. Not into the A site, 1 USP. Oh my god, MZinho's got a double on a little USP. And now it's an AK-47, and now it's very scary for Tyloo. 24 seconds left. Here comes Attacker out of Palace, gets traded. MZinho killing everybody again! Is he about to get another ace in this half on the A-bomb site? He's looking for it. Mercury right in front of him, and MZinho's got it! Another ace for him, 2.5. And this is incredible from MZinho. It started with a USP, and he closes it with the AK-47.
And he even cracks a smile. We have our answer. All it takes is 2. And both of these teams perfectly willing to not put too much emphasis on mid early on their CT sides. It's a missed smoke from Blitz. Bit too deep. Jamyang, great forward position in window.
Jamyang, perfect positioning. They line up, they eclipse one another, and he doesn't take 2 until that. He has found himself quite the lovely double, and so 9-10 under a lot of pressure out of the tech issue into the fights here on the site. He's going to be burned away by Jamyang, who gets himself a 3K. And are we about to watch another ace unfold? Jamyang has the chance for it. Techno's a long way off. T Apartments. MongolZ is going to be the closest player to him. And the attacker being called into action. Techno goes silent, knife out. Gets his gun out just in time, but MongolZ still able to track him. And that's the round win for Tyloo, who once again tie up the scoreline. Yeah, it is real ugly, but we've seen them win with less. Particularly MZinho. He's only playing with a FIMAS this time over towards that A site. Boosting MongolZ up into the window. Strong position to have this early in the round, and no one from Mongol is going to be detecting this. Could be a very deadly hit in towards the A-bomb site, especially with 9-10 getting ripped off the top of Ticket. And they know where MZinho likes to play. And with no help from his teammates, it's going to be very tough for him to even get a kill here. So both A players going down. This force buy has not paid off for the Mongols. In fact, it is way too clean as Tyloo keep all 5 players up. Mongols lose everyone in the blink of an eye. Tyloo smokes coming into middle, top mid, and window.
It's going to be a quick A hit again. This is just to draw some attention from the CTs. It's going to be all on 9-10 and MZinho.
There has been a number of rounds where the 2 A players have died with nothing as well. So let's see if 9-10 and MZinho can figure it out for this round. Blitz is available at jungle. Good util from MZinho. They're blinded, and it's real solid this time. MZinho with a double, 9-10 with 2 of his own, and G would have to clutch this 1v5, and that is denied. So finally, the A defense shows some real stopping power between 9-10 and MZinho.
Just going to repeat the call, though, Tyloo.
Yeah, straight back into the A play. There's no window smoke this time. It's just the top mid smoke coming through. G is arriving. It's going to be all 5 players attacking into the A side again with a direct hit. And it's pretty damn fast. A minute 30 when the call to execute with utility comes in. This time trying to catch out 9-10. And he's playing a little bit more passive this time. Blitz is back in jungle, but he's still fragging. There's no smoke down for this position. And then Blitz takes 2 with ease. Jamyang and MongolZ go down. Important kill back from Mercury. 9-10 still trying to be a nuisance on top of Ticket, and that bomb plant not being secured just yet. It's absolute chaos as Techno throws his body at the problem, but taken out by Mercury. And we've now got a 2v3 for the Mongols to try and flip back in their favor. That plant will soon come through, and Mercury will be taken out of commission. He's just going to try and wait for just a second to make sure Sensu's bullet spam does not prevent the plant. But now Tyloo favored to go to 12.
Mercury is planting opposite default, open to stairs, and no one can really hold it for him. It's a little bit lucky there that he didn't get peeked, but very hard retake now for the Mongols.
Yeah, really hard with 9-10 on low HP. Sensu has got to deliver, and he's not able to do it. Attacker with a double kill, and Tyloo up to map point on Mirage.
It's a little bit silly on that smoke push.
Flash out in the middle, Jamyang with the opening kill. Not a whole lot left here for Mongols. We'll have to convert a 4v5 into an 11th round victory. Just seems unlikely with the weapons they've got on the table. Gap in that window smoke. Blitz going to use it, or attempt to. It's re-smoked out by Jamyoung. Zinho peering over the top of the connector smoke. Needs something special out of the Deagle. Misses the shot. Goes for a little jump. And Tyloo are going to win Mirage. 9-10 goes down after one kill. Jamyoung to pick up another. And it's all on Blitz in a 1v3 stuck in middle. And it's been a very slow start to the day here for the Mongols. And G lets out a roar as Tyloo take away Mongols' map pick.
Monster rush or a quick B execute. And now they're resetting and have a 3A setup.
Yeah, well, Techno's going to be playing along right beside Jamyoung and Mercury, who are on the other side of the flower beds. It's going to be Attacker with the opening kill of the pistol. Techno able to draw one back here from Mongols. Flash over the dice box. And Blitz comes up looking solid with a headshot on Attacker. He'll maintain his powerful position, but he's starting to run out of bullets. And he's now got to reload as they push and close the space down on him. Senzu's coming in to help. And with that bomb going down, it's a Senzu triple. Makes it look easy on the site. Well, go in contact here, Tyloo.
And remember, on Mirage as well, in that Glock eco, they were super slow, Tyloo. Okay, here they already used the smoke, so maybe that's going to be a bit of a tell to the Mongols that they bought. So let's see if they get caught off guard by this buy from Tyloo.
Getting ever closer through the bathrooms. About to explode on 9-10 with utility into the sky. 9-10's rifle. Oh, he looks away, but it comes back. Still unable to get a kill. And now Techno winning out alongside. He's going to be pushed by the Tech 9. Blitz, fortunately here for the Mongols, doing a decent job, but that Molotov is going to keep Techno back and also allow them into the site here. So right now for Tyloo, a bomb plant and a 3v3 post plant with all three remaining Tyloo players with rifles. They have a real shot at winning this one.
They're contained in the bomb side. Mercury, no armor, G1 HP. Jamyoung has to do work here.
Zinho coming out of the bank. Jamyoung turns around, gets the long kill, gets back to the bank angle, but he gets to the safety behind the dice box. And as long as he's alive, Mercury's still here with distraction. And that is a huge round to win for Tyloo. And you can see how much it means to G to bounce back immediately after losing the pistol. Let's see if it pays off for them. There's a risk involved in this, and Blitz, he's taking some ground. He's going to spot that there's no one here for Tyloo. But how quick did Tyloo make the finishing play towards the A bomb site? You've got Techno and Senzu. They're quite advanced inside of the bathrooms already.
Tyloo is really quick about it. They're already on long exit. I think Jamyoung will find a lot of kills here.
Yeah, he's so clean with it as well. Jamyoung on the double, Senzu and 9-10 gone. But all of a sudden, Techno and Mzinho do erupt back in with a chance for the Mongols. Short-lived. You do need a little bit more out of Mzinho's 5-7. And he can give you a little bit more. One more kill and damage done to Mercury. So Blitz, if there was ever a chance to win a 1v2 with an MP9, it would be this scenario because the bomb isn't planted yet. So you're given an extra few seconds to get further grounded long, and then both remaining players are so low on health, this MP9 could rapidly melt them. And Mercury has no idea, so that's a free kill. It's a 1v1 fight now for Blitz. He's going to get close, he's going to take that frag, and now he's looking for Mazea, who's down on 22 HP, and he's got to realize where he's likely to be with that bomb plant. He's thrown a smoke down onto the defuse. It's a 10-second stick from Blitz, and he's just going to hold it. He's just going to stick it the whole way. He's not being spammed. There's no one checking it. 2 seconds left on the defuse, and Blitz, has he got it? This headshot came in, so he didn't pick it up in the final seconds. So secure with a headshot straight through that smoke. On the CT side of Overpass, that he starts finding some impact. Where's he deciding to go? Went for that mid pick and he's going to now drop back into the toilets. But look how fast this is with utility for the airstrike. It's going to be Senzu gone. Mazea sends the nade over towards him. It's the one with lethality. So an opening kill for Tyloo found off the back of utility. An Overpass classic with that nade stack.
And absolutely, and we sometimes see teams just speed up B after that, but here Tyloo do the opposite. They just go for the full reset towards the A bomb site. Attacker gets away with his life there.
Yeah, very lucky to not be traded out. Tyloo maintained the player advantage, and they're actually going to start drifting that bomb from the top of connector down to the bottom. And I'm going to go for a B hit again.
It's very nice movement from Tyloo, right? Just showing presence and immediately going back to B. Now it's all about timing. They have to be quick on this hit.
MongolZ. He's got his teammate blitz with him. It keeps doing a lot of damage, just no kills yet. Utility goes down, but Nzinho gets caught in a bit of a fumble situation when nade's in his hands, and then his gun comes out as Jamyoung peeks him, and now Blitz under excruciating pressure. So much damage being done to these Tyloo players, but no kills yet. Techno finally starting to change that. Blitz, more damage, but no kill. Diving into the site, Jamyoung's gonna pick him up. Blitz so unfortunate not to come away with anything in this round, and 9-10 doing what he can. He's staying committed to this for now, and then realizes there's no way to win it. No kid on his back, so he's going to retreat with the AWP. And we've got 5-1 on the T side of Overpass for Tyloo. They are dominating the Mongols right now.
And G is already on the hunt, so 9-10 might not even be able to save his AWP. He's going towards long. That's where he's lying in wait, and
wow.
Right, they just pull us up. They're gonna go back to A, and as soon as they do that, it's down connector and into a B hit.
And P9 straight into attacker. Blitz is dead. Another opening kill here for Tyloo. They're not up against too much resistance at the moment. There's one rifle on the defense, and it's on Techno, and he's all the way in middle. And the main focus is B bomb side, so it's two pistols. You know where Senzu is. Gonna have a lot of utility going towards him, and bullets will break him. It's attacker with the headshot. Mzinho, I like this. 5-7 inside of the short smoke. He's gonna unleash himself, deny the bomb plant, finally getting traded out, but enough distraction and time has been bought. But the rotation has arrived from the two remaining Mongols players. 9-10 and Techno at short. Bomb planted, back of pillar. Attacker sees the shadow. Knows 9-10's about to drop into his crosshair. Couldn't get the kill though. And 9-10 reopens the conversation about a Mongols victory here because he's killing everything at the moment. G taking Techno down at Monster, so it's all on 9-10. He'll step up to the mark. G's going to be cut down, but 9-10 needs to follow up. And MongolZ just running around the pillar, trying to run the time down. 9-10 runs him down, but MongolZ wins it, and it's 6-1 as Tyloo continue to build. 0 opening kills. That's a wild stat.
They've just been outmaneuvered, really, by Tyloo in a lot of these rounds. This is another slow round from Tyloo, expecting, you know, the frustration to turn into aggression from the side of the Mongols.
Slower now from Tyloo. There comes the opening fight. It's going to be in the toilets. Techno on the side of the smoke. 50 seconds on the clock. Tyloo yet to reveal their positions. We got 3 players on A at the moment for Mongols. They don't know it yet, but it's the right side of the map to have the majority of your forces. 33 seconds. No contact made yet. No opening kill yet.
They're very far away, Tyloo. I mean,
yeah.
To start moving towards the bomb site, only 20 seconds left.
Oh, they might just time themselves out in this round. This is giving every chance to Mongols to feel comfortable to disrupt this right at the end. Tyloo are not going to be in a position where they can be methodical and clear everything out now. 10 seconds. Got to start planting real soon, and that bomb's still around the corner, and they have lost the round to time. They never really did anything in this round. And an opening kill coming through from Techno.
Expect them to be a little bit more aggressive this time around. Attacker eats an aiding connector. He moves his way up.
Taking their time again, Tyloo, but a little faster in terms of the space that attacker is taking.
And a little bit more aggressive with the utility. They threw that lurk smoke towards A, towards Flowers. That should allow them to get closer up, you know, deny the angle for 9-10.
Oh, down below is Techno. Jamyoung going to be disappointed. Another opening kill here for the Mongols, followed up by 9-10. And Tyloo starting to crumble on the attack into the bomb site. Not getting the trade kills, not getting the space, really. And it's a shutdown in this one. The Mongols, with 30 seconds, are now 5 versus 2 up. It's a clean round victory. They've stabilized the money, and they've broken it apart for Tyloo. It seems like MongolZ all of a sudden have a way into this first half.
We'll see if Tyloo switches it around and tries a little bit more to put pressure on the B bomb side, because A has been rough.
Well, another opening for the MongolZ is going to be Sensu grabbing it from a short push. Good kill from 910. It suddenly turned into an extremely one-sided half here in terms of the end of it. 6 rounds still on the T side. You're going to be happy about that already, right, Yanko? Like, it's a good start on the T side.
Yeah, and if you told Tyloo they're going to get 6 before the game started on their T side, they would definitely take it. Maybe not so much after they were up 6-1.
Where they would drift from A down to the lower pawn side. Do you think there was just a case that they could possibly have run out of ideas straight away? Like they're limited Stratford? Well, they're just going for a B rush anyway here. So perhaps that is the case as they just try and barrel into the B bomb side itself. Blitz and MZinho with 2 kills initially on the CT side. Jamyang trying to fight forward. But MongolZ in a better position on the players. And again, they stopped Tyloo getting deep into the site. You know, they're not able to overrun the bomb site on the initial wave. So they have to continue to fight forward. Attacker just takes too much damage in that initial fight. He gets finished off. And now you need to rely upon G and Mercury to win this out. And 910's holding the grenade, and G is the bomb planter. Look at his health. This could end up very badly for G. That nade's going to go into the other side, fortunately, but G still panicked because he heard it coming in. And because of that, moves off the angle. Blitz denies the bomb plant. It's all Mercury, who just about gets around the corner to try and win this 1v2. It's going to be tough against 910 and Blitz. One out towards Graffiti, the other one towards CT. And he needed that quick kill on 910 to separate it into the 1v1, and he doesn't do it. Blitz starting to move forward now, taking up some of that space. And it's just too much to handle for Mercury. A tight game all of a sudden. Utility into this pistol for MongolZ. You've got a smoke double flash on 910, a smoke Molotov for Blitz. Tyloo's pistol involved a heavy long take. MongolZ are spread out, but the bomb is outside of B, so you'd imagine there's going to be a journey from those A players down the connector at some point to try and help out in the B play. MZinho! What? Okay, well, that's a great start. That just gives you like every option available on the table. You can do whatever the hell you want now with that.
That's crazy. That was just supposed to be a bit of a fake, you know, to cause some rotations and for the A players to be able to pounce and punish, but he got both kills. Fortunately, MongolZ weren't in a position to really capitalize on that, so they've slowed it down.
Okay, a couple of kills right back here for Tyloo, though. Those initial 2 from MZinho have been traded out, and 28 seconds left. The bomb is going long. Blitz going to try and bring it through this avenue of approach.
They left A completely. Expecting a rotation from the MongolZ. There's not a lot of time. Now they're on the way back to the A bomb site. Will it be too late for Tyloo?
Well, Blitz has got to think about that plant right now. He's going to be out of commission for just a couple of seconds, but he still had that smoke available for the stairs. And yeah, leaving the A bomb site gives MongolZ the guaranteed force buy into the next round, but it also gives them a great chance to win this pistol round. There's no kit available in the 3 remaining players here at Tyloo. They do have a smoke with on the back of G. Jangyum's still waiting to try and come out of the connector. Waiting for his teammates to take first contact, try and distract and pull attentions towards the bomb site itself and free him up, but he needs to move now, and he is going to be taken out by MZinho, who's had a fantastic pistol. He's the man to try and close it. It's a 10-second stick. There's just enough time to get this defuse. MZinho running in with a slasher, and he can't get it. He can't find him, and finally, MZinho able to get the job done with a knife on Mercury inside of the smoke. It's a strange old pistol, but it's opened and closed by MZinho.
And Tyloo on the force buy. Have this long setup going for them. 3 players towards A. That's where the early focus is from the MongolZ.
Scout trying to take the initial damage, and a pop rock from Mercury as he pops on up and takes the kill. Sensu to respond, though. Straight out through middle. This is the first time Tyloo have had an opening kill in a long, long time. But it's immediately answered to by the MongolZ, who are now inside of the A bomb site with smokes up. 2 players committed long, and they're smoked off, so there's going to be plenty of time. And Plenty of comfort for this post-plant setup for the Mongols for a moment. One kit available. It's on the back of G.
Just an extra smoke from Mzinho. Although he is far away, won't be able to use it in this retake.
So G is going to send the flash over, but unfortunately a little bit late. And 2 post-plant kills have come in for the Mongols already. Jamyoung trying to fight forward. Senzu's low, so that UMP is going to take it down, but he gets 1 kill before he falls. And so Blitz makes it easy on his own out from the stairs. So taking that pathing, and we have 910 who's looking to challenge up from Party. Ooh. Like Jamyoung's going to get a great chance here with it. Smoke blowing open with a grenade. Oh, just couldn't do all the damage required to remove Senzu.
But look how more aggressive the Mongols are in their A default, right? Like immediate Molotovs, control over balloons, and we see that lurk smoke towards A. Again, great repositioning from the B players to alter their boost. They catch Senzu. So 5v4. Bomb is all the way above connector still for the Mongols.
Oh, the bomb on the back of Mzinho is now rotating over to join the rest of the forces as they look for an A finish. The timers on those Tyloo smokes will start to fade away. And Techno, there's the fight he's hoping for, and he's going to win it. Mercury going down. Trade is in for the Mongols, but issue is G's AWP is still here. We just mentioned it a few seconds ago. If he can stop this with his AWP, then that's the impact they've been waiting for Tyloo. Techno has an AWP of his own. G is confident to take up the angle, and Techno's going to punish. But the problem is Techno's alone. He has no help from his teammates. He's got to fall away, take that bomb, take that AWP, sprint all the way back down long. And finally, Tyloo have won a round again. No intentions to walk into G's crosshair anytime soon. But as I say that, starts to move ever closer to the connector door.
These are still a little bit of a gap. I mean, from Tyloo to be so committed to a 3A setup. Seems like they will pay off for them, though.
Up through the bathrooms. The fight's about to go down. Shadow betrays Senzu. MongolZ with the opening kill for Tyloo. The Mongols with 40 seconds left, starting to make their commitment towards the A-bomb site. No, Mercury. Oh, a little bit of a switch up on the crosshair at the wrong time. Techno and Mzinho come crashing down on the defenses of Tyloo as Jamyoung rotates back up. His teammates need to come with him. And here comes the final maneuver for Mongols. Limited time, it needs to be perfect. And Jamyoung, the last-ditch defender here for Tyloo, shuts down 2, makes that bomb go loose, and gives G a chance now with the AWP as he's rotated up to the A-bomb site. He'll move into the open. He will not connect the shot. And all of a sudden, Attacker, with everything left on the table, the bomb has been planted, and the round is back open here. Mongols favored to get 10. There's no kit, there's no utility, and there's no life left in Tyloo. A great response and a great recovery to the round, and the dying embers.
Cheaply given away from Tyloo after that opening kill.
910's boost, not spotting anybody through the fences.
And this is a huge buy from Tyloo as well. They decide to force buy here. They have 3 SMGs and 2 M4s, no AWP. Another slow round from the Mongols. Mzinho tries to find timing on B. I like the approach, just wasn't able to connect on the kill, unfortunately, and his team not in a position to really react.
The dive down into the toilet. It's going to be Mercury coming out with 1 blitz on the swift response. 20 seconds left, and with the limited time, it could get very chaotic here, and that bomb is down, so the round looks over. And this buy, you mentioned how big it was, how important it was for Tyloo, and it's paid off. They had to win this, and they have. Techno doesn't want to die after the time. He's only got $1,500. It is the most on this team, but he's holding on to the 8K, and he will get it. You have to remember, Tyloo won 6 rounds. They were 6-1 up. It's currently 10-8 in favor of the Mongols. But the money is on the line here for Mongols. They've thrown everything into this, and look how quick they're going here. It's contact to the toilets. No one from Tyloo is detecting this early on, so it could be explosive and unpredictable here as Mongols suddenly appear on the site. Jamyoung not ready, and it's done. Tyloo, that is a golden ticket shredded in their face as Mongols go up to 11 rounds on the board.
Point of that, it does you more harm than good.
Yeah, well, we got to see that. Mongols looking for map point on Overpass. Ancient around the corner, and if it goes to Ancient, we know how good Mongols are on that map, so Tyloo, this is their chance to win the series. G was very committed in the open. Wasn't like he was behind the tree, so ends up getting one, and it can't go anywhere, so.
Molly hits the lamppost and bounces back. Now op for op. We see Techno pick it up for the side of the Mongols.
Yeah, he's picked it up a couple of times and made it work. Flash in the bathrooms, allowing Blitz to have a little bit of a look. And again, no one here from Tyloo. Look how passive the setup is. But this time, at least, Mercury's jump spotting. He gets to see them at long. And he moves over. It doesn't give them a chance to take him out. Can deploy utility because of that delay, allow the rotation. Mercury's even going to go for a risk. And it doesn't pay off. He loses his life. And Mongols now up 4v3 in players with 40 seconds left on the clock. Their final A execution. The only player that can unravel it is MongolZ. He's going to play here from the truck. 30 seconds. Mongols don't mind using all the time on the clock. They're going to step into the open. MongolZ quite clean him. That goes back again. And MongolZ, okay. Another multi-kill from him. A third would have been fantastic, but he's done damage. 1 HP on Menzinho, 4 HP on Senzu. There is a molly available here for Attacker to send into the bomb site, but you've got to win this one, Tyloo. There's no kits. They have to move quite quickly. I'd love a smoke to apply pressure to that defuse. They don't have that luxury. Senzu keeps his head down. Tap on the defuse. Not going to be a stick. Menzinho goes out for the peek. Senzu hasn't revealed his position yet. It's perfectly played from Senzu, but Attacker turns back, and he gets the kill. Oh, some aggression being thrown in the mix here for Tyloo. A deep smoke and a push up in the fountain, but a great response from Mongols to deal with that threat. Re-peek though into which G is not going to work out for 9-10. It's a one and done for the AWPer. How do Mongols deal with this?
Going back immediately towards B. They killed Mercury, who is more of a rotator player. MongolZ is the A player, and they see G, so they're like, all right, this must have been a heavy A setup. Let's just go immediately into a B contact. And at the moment, they're right. Tyloo is split 2-2. It's going to be a lot of work to be done, but Jamyoung and Attacker.
Jamyoung. Oh, it's a risky play to try and cross into the open. Attacker getting one. Jamyoung, a single kill. So a 2v2, and that smoke goes down in the middle of the bomb site. It's going to give plenty of time and space and cover to put that bomb down. So a 2v2 retake. MongolZ and G to come back in here to try and tie up the game and prevent Mongols from going to map point on Overpass.
It's not an easy retake. They were fairly late to the bomb site, so a lot of different positions the Mongols players could have taken up.
MongolZ is going to come through short. G now making contact. Senzu's got a deep angle just underneath the scope of G, and it's an easy headshot for him. Smoke onto the side. MongolZ has no information as to where the second player is, and Senzu, perfect to come back for that final headshot, and the Mongols will grab map point first.
The last round, they had 2 players on A, even though Mongols didn't take that much control. I mean, sure, you don't have the information, but you didn't hear any flashes. There weren't any smokes. Right, like you can just have one guy spot until you see something because the rotations are so far for the CTs. That's the thing about Overpass. So you can afford to go up and down a lot more often and just rotate to every single bit of information if you like. Now they're going on the re-aggress on A. 4 players here from Tyloo.
Jamyoung. Ooh. Not good at all here for the side of Tyloo. They are coming crashing down on Overpass. They had such a strong start. They were 6-1 up. Then the Mongols started clawing their way back into the game. Tyloo found opportunities in the second half to pull it back. And Mosea is hoping this is another one of them. And a barrel spotted the reload herd, and he did actually spot 910, but it doesn't matter. Can't get to the kill. We thought Attacker might have saved him. And his clutch earlier on give him a second lease at life on Overpass, but it will be closed, and the Mongols will send us to Ancient. The series becomes...
On Ancient.
Well, both teams have gone to the opposite side of the map. So we're going to see Tyloo heavy towards the A-bomb side. There's only 910 over here, just playing in behind Big Box. You know, checking between Dota, checking between A main on timings. And then the rest of his teammates are going to have a long way to rotate. So let's see how well 910 can deal with this. Teammate Senzu taking the opening kill. 910. Oh, Gushed, and yeah, he can't stick around anymore, so goes back into the temple. And Tyloo have overwhelmed the A-bomb side. So at a minimum, they'll have the plant. Let's see if they can win the pistol. There's only one flash available. That's the only piece of utility for the Mongols coming into this retake. 910's going to send it up. Straight into the bomb site. Techno unleashed, sent forward with the dual Berettas. It's going to be fantastic to get one. That keeps Mongols ahead for the time being. And Mazinho, it feels like he's always getting something done on these pistols with Julies. Attacker out towards A main. Remember, look at Mosea. He's changed up his position and went over towards CT, but the element of surprise is now gone. And the defuse being stuck. Mosea, nice clean shot. Oh, a second, and forces him off the defuse. No time left for the round win, and Mosea with the 1v3 clutch to pull Tyloo into the pistol round, and he goes ahead and gets the kill as well. Existence for Tyloo, because everyone else is so like stoic and like non-reactive, and Jesus fired everybody up as soon as he enjoys the play. Techno goes into the smoke. They've traded positions out here. It's a little uncomfortable, but Mosea, the hero of the last round, is now given the AK on over. So tough start to the round here for Tyloo. We'll see if that AK falling into the hands of Techno causes them any problems.
Techno will have another smoke for Cave. So that's the setup for the CTs on B. Have the extra smoke for Cave, then enabling both players to focus on ramp. A little bit of pressure on mid from Jamyoung, forces a rotation over to Blitz towards that A bomb side, but it is going to be a B execute.
Up into the site, 20 seconds remaining for Tyloo as the bomb now arrives. G is going to be the man to plant it. Mongols maintaining the advantage as Techno, okay, makes it work on the MP9 of all weapons. It's a 3K from him. And G goes back to fight the long offensive. And it's all going to be cleaned up from Mongols on the retake. So, straight back. Could be a lot of pressure about to be put on this B bomb site. The issue is, for Tyloo in particular, they've got to deal with 3 defenders on this side of the map. One of them has an AWP. And 910 going to be stopped by the flash in the smoke. They know the AWP is there. And it's 2 for 2 on the initial play forward here for Tyloo. And that's such an important fight to win for Jamyoung. He was the only player with a rifle picked up here, and it was just a Khalil. He's upgraded it into an M4 now. And there's everyone on an M4. Tyloo been able to upgrade off of the spoils of war of the floor. And the smoke is going to go down to Cave, keeping them at bay. That does sever off G from his teammates for the time being. But he stands and fights. He goes into the open confident, and now 910 realizes not much of a shot to get back into this and really win the round with no kid on his back and an AWP against 3 rifles. So Tyloo, the decision to invest, the decision to force buy has paid off. Very happy about that. And now Mag 7 out for Techno. You can start to see some of the holes in the Mongols buy, but they're going to back and force buy, as you mentioned, Akio. It's a force buy war right now, and Mongols charging down into middle. They're going to be fast on the boost too. Look, Nate's out right now for Tyloo, but Blitz is blinded. He was fully flashed before he ran around the corner. He's still committed to it. And then Mercury and Mosea, of course, are going to take those kills. Nice and easy to kick things off for Tyloo. A little wild for the Mongols, and it's not going to pay off whatsoever here. And it's a really tough scenario to find yourselves in. Now you've lost the force buy war. Tyloo are going to be out 3-2. Very likely 4-2 now. 910 would love to hang on to the AWP if possible. Because there's really nothing else to talk about. Here's the big run boost. It was fun to look at, I guess. Didn't really do too much. It was just a bit of gymnastics for Blitz as he's flying around the sky. And Techno, rather, is dead to Mercury. Mercury doesn't get off scot-free, though. He's low on HP. He's going to back off behind those double doors, and Mzinho He wants to try and check out if B lane is still occupied, and he's got a lot of info, realizing it's not. Proactive play here from the Mongols.
How deep are they going to try and push? Blitz, a guy that I think is no stranger for taking risks. He would be severely punished if he tried to do that now, and you see the patience from Tyloo. They're a man up. They're expecting some sort of re-aggress. Not coming their way though, so soon enough they'll have to decide how they want to try and finish this round. Only one smoke left on Senzu. He's just now used it for B doors. Missed it.
Pretty badly.
It gives an avenue to Blitz
Blitz,
though, yeah.
Jam Young, spammed down, finished off by Mzinho. That's the bomb. You don't want to lose that attacker. There's no one really close by to you. You'd have to call G back out of A main, and that smoke does work out for Blitz perfectly, doesn't it? MongolZ falling down, and Mongols once again with the player advantage with 20 seconds left. It's going to be a last-ditch effort towards the A bomb site. 9-10 in an off angle, sees the shadow, and maybe just using this to his advantage, but the fire actually pushes him off, and they cancel the idea, but there's no time, and once again, Tyloo have phased themselves out with time on the clock. We've seen this on Overpass. We've now seen it on Ancient. Just kind of losing track of the round and losing the round themselves.
We talked about this a few times, right?
Mercury already up through the B lane, but look at this. Mzinho is pushed down in front of Elbow. And because of that smoke, he feels comfortable enough to maintain his crosshair on towards heaven. This is a good boost. Blitz going on up. Mercury, he's got the crosshair at the right spot though, and Blitz realizes that. Fortunately for Blitz, doesn't commit fully to the angle. If he did, likely was going to go down. He gathers info on the peak and sets up Mzinho for the opening kill.
So 5v4 didn't work out. Let's see if they can do better in a 4v5.
A 35 seconds. I mean, they're running low on time again.
Yeah, some pressure being applied on mid. But again, going to go towards that B bomb site.
You know, you got a double setup in Cave with 25 seconds left. It's highly unlikely that Tyloo don't take heavy casualties in this engagement. And in fact, the bomb is there with 17 seconds. It's now down, and there's no way G wins this. So round's done. 4-4 scoreline. And this shot from G on the blinded player is going to lose his AWP as well. So no mercy. Show.
Another buy for Tyloo. And another slow round.
Gonna smoke down the double doors.
Mercury has a flash for MongolZ. MongolZ has a Molotov. There's nothing happening here, you know? No one's asking for anything. No one's offering anything. Like, they're just hanging around. Well, obviously, the Mongols are trying to fight them there.
Yeah, an advantage conceded. Just very similar to the last round. And then followed up again by Senzu. It's just not looking good for Tyloo in particular towards that B lane. Just can't figure out how to deal with the Mongols' threat. Jam Young, this is the only way they win the round, is if he goes massive, and it's just a single kill from him. Now the A play, the final thrust, 2 players out of A main. Attacker's got to worry about Donut, so he gets caught by Mzinho. And G took a dink on board in that fight. He's done well to get a double. We need 2 more, and Techno just isn't allowing that to happen. So
At least some bit faster on the mid control. And here comes the A hit. Jam Young on the lurk.
Blitz. Awkward fight, but he's still going to win it. And the Techno comes in to help him. And the A thrust has come to a crashing halt. Once again, it's G in a clutch. It would be a 1v3 for the 4K. And I gave G a shot at this one because his health is high.
See, the heart and soul of this Tyloo squad. They need a round now more than ever. Can he deliver?
Well, he's backing up in A main, unfortunately. So,
no.
Easy kill from Jam Young, an attacker. They're boosted elbow, but look at this. The A main push coming around the back. This is going to be so frustrating. Attacker's luckily turned around now. But regardless, both kills go the way of Blitz. And yeah, it's rough now for Tyloo. Last round of the half, down to 3 players just like that. They've lost the whole map. They're just suffocated. locked in a cage, and MongolZ just going to shut them down. MZ with 2 more, MLBB 1v4. And I think this is more of what we expected from the series today, Yanko. No, MongolZ outclassing Tyloo on this 3rd and final map. 8-4 up. Looking. Well, it's a quick play over towards A here for the MongolZ. Jamyoung's going to try and block it, but I would imagine they're not going to respect this smoke. Flash goes through, diving in. Techno going to go down first casualty of the pistol, but they just have so many bodies they can throw at this problem, and MZ and Senzu able to take 2. Plant's going to go through. 3v3. Not a bad situation at all suddenly for Tyloo, who are back into a favorable situation as that defuse is coming in, or just tapped, not stuck, and Blitz dropped. Attacker, what the hell was that? What a pistol round from Attacker. Problem is, we've seen the force buy war begin in the first half. We'll see if that continues again here. We know MongolZ very capable when they have 1 AK, and maybe this is the moment when 910 does deliver. Flashes up. And MLBB is down. Great opening kill here for MongolZ. Senzu does take a lot of damage on board. Barely alive, but alive nonetheless. And they're going to start drifting away from B to get ready for an A finish. And the setup designed to deal with this is Attacker and G, who are now actually backing away from A, so I think this might just be the perfect call for MongolZ if they were to commit through Donut, but that smoke has caused them to think about Red Room instead, and they're about to meet 3 Tyloo players head on. Mercury with a double kill, slowing things down, breaking apart MongolZ's attack. Now look at MZ taking the space, running deep into the A side, trying to get towards CT in time. MZ's Deagles worked out on Jamyoung. Techno fighting forward, cutting through G, leaving it all on Attacker, who is the hero with the pistol, and he's got to do it again here. Attacker with 2 in the Red Room, and he's got the bomb. MZ was last spotted towards CT.
He's got the bomb, but MZ has the HP. Not a lot of time left, though. Is Attacker going to...
The smoke is up. He can just grab the bomb. He's making the read to go to the right side. Oh my goodness, Attacker. This is brilliant. He's gone for the right call. He's gone to the B bomb site. Attacker's got the round win. The 1v3. Huge play from Attacker.
Side of the map. Let's take the other side of the map. That hasn't worked out so well for them. They need to be more aggressive on the CT side if they're going to get the win here.
Well, Jamyoung dropping Senzu through the box. Here's a faster play from MongolZ into the A site. A lot of utility about to be dumped into the donut. And G's burning. A little bit of barbecue as he falls on back. And that plant is in. Blitz. Oh, needs to be careful. Luckily, Techno's there to protect him. And a 4v4 off the back of the initial skirmishes as Mercury now arrives through Red Room with G at his back. They've changed up their position. They want to try and retake from 2 fronts. They don't want to all come through donut. They're splitting this. The MongolZ have managed to get themselves some really strong post-plunging up. Blitz boosted. Techno playing in Temple. Yeah, this is going to be tough for Tyloo as time is running thin. There's only 14 seconds left here on that fuse as they get in. It's 9-10 with 1 out from Brokey. It's going to be Attacker hitting the deck. The kills just line up for the MongolZ and they mold them. It is going to be 9 for the MongolZ on the T side as they continue. Oh, quick out mid here. MZ and Senzu already out. So they're going to be climbing up towards heaven. And they've got all the space they want. You're not going to expect Tyloo to be able to bring the fight to them in the early round with you need a lot of utility to do that, and Tyloo don't have any of that. You know, it's all about just sitting back, and you know that MongolZ are just going to come at you.
And the MongolZ just want to avoid going into a stack or, you know, running into these M4s. They're doing a great job of applying early pressure, taking map control. You know, they know this is going to force either an aggressive play from Tyloo or a stack.
Well, they're going to be walking into A main. A lot of steps being heard. Senzu making no secret about his position. But this is the best case scenario for Tyloo. This is where the majority of their forces are. Let's see if Attacker can do much off the top of the boost. It's just a single kill. 9-10 coming in for a double. And the rest of the squad arriving.
Everyone's here now, though. Can MongolZ do something with that M4? He's been lights out for Tyloo this game. It's a 2v2, 30 seconds left. Bomb is A main. MZ is going mid.
That kill actually draws this completely back. Inzinho, if he wins this fight though, oh, it's a lot more difficult now. G low HP, Inzinho making a difference again. 11 rounds for the Mongols. With Mercury, a second kill coming out with MP9. Blitz and Inzinho. No matter what Tyloo do, the trades are just coming in here from Mongols. They can't catch a break. No matter how good the start is to the round, you're in a 5v3 for 2 seconds before Mongols find the 2 kills back. Instantly find the responses, and now it's a 2v2 finish, and that B bomb site has been the choice of the Mongols for here.
And I mean, look how quick this reaction is. Blitz got a kill on mid. He's immediately running back towards T-spawn to link up with 910 on B, who is just walking through the banana smoke as it fades, and they had the bomb site for free. Tyloo completely out of position. And that's an example of confidence right there, you know, how quick the reaction is, how bold the decision is.
Another plan for information. 910 has spotted the player towards CT. Soon they'll find out both players are in that spot, and it'll make it much easier because they can just focus on getting one of these kills at least. And 910 is going to get at least one, setting his teammate Blitz up for the 1v1 fight. G running back in, completely confused, had no idea where Blitz was. He could be... 10 opening fight, opening success. Mercury brought down Mazea. UMP throwing himself into the battle, into the fright, and it's 910 again to cleave them away. It's another shot from G, but a lot more where that came from for Tyloo.
Yeah, they tried to go on the offensive. Flash not quite there to blind 910. Falls a little bit deeper. He's able to find a double entry. Didn't have to do much on this map, really. His teammates doing most of the heavy lifting. So now in another man advantage situation, the Mongols, Inzinho, got so much control on mid. They want to go over towards the A bomb site. He has the rotations cut off. An attacker all on his lonesome. Will get traded surely.
Yeah, attacker gonna turn away. That's an unfortunate timing. Really couldn't get any worse there for attacker. Mongols can come into the day and not play their best game. They can start slow on Mirage, lose their map pick, grind through Overpass, have a slow start there, but come back and win it. But Ancient has been their old faithful, the reliable third map here for the side of the Mongols. Looking to take down the second best team in Asia. G started the day talking about the gap between them and the Mongols. And it is closing over months, but certainly the Mongols still far, far ahead. Jamyong giving this a good go, trying to come back into it. He's got one more kill in him, but time is the problem. He doesn't have a kit. And the Mongols have completed the victory.